Dear students, welcome to the 24th session of JavaScript. This session covers functions and constructors. So, learning objectives, functions, and constructors. A function is a group of reusable code which can be called anywhere in the program. Function allow a program to divide a big problems into a number of small and manageable functions. This eliminates the need of writing the same code again and again. It helps programmers in writing modular codes. So, fundamentals. The most common way to define the functions in JavaScript is by using function keyword followed by unique function name, a list of parameters. So just you can observe function keyword here. So in C programming, functions, a group of statements or set of statements, block of statements, same syntax, beginning of the braces and end of the braces, you can write within the body of the function. So here main difference is in C programming return statement is there, return type, but here in JavaScript in beginning you must write function keyword, function keyword. After that function name. So function name and same as it is parenthesis is there within the parenthesis parameter list. So after that within the block of the statements and also here also return statement, return keyword. So this is the syntax of the function. So once again function keyword and function name within the parenthesis parameter list is there and block of the statements means beginning of the braces and end of the braces, within the braces reusable code is there. So here one example function, JavaScript function keyword, then display function. So display function, within the display this code is there, alert method. Okay, within the alert within double quotes, welcome to Bangalore University. Okay, you can calling that function, it will execute within the whatever the within the block of the statements is there, it will execute it. Scope of the variables, so you can declare variable, that is also very important. So you can where actually in which position you can declaring. So the scope of the variable in the region of your program in which it is defined. JavaScript variables have only two scopes, local variables and global variables. So local variables means you can declare variables within the functions is called that local variables, that variables available within the function only. So global variables has global scope, which means it can be declared outside or anywhere in the JavaScript code. So you can that variables you can access anywhere in the programs. So just you can observe script type is equal to script. Here one variable is there, x variable. So x and element. So one more variable is there, element. These two variables you declared outside the function within the script, JavaScript. So function check scope. So one more variable within the function x local variables. Then you can call the document dot write x. Okay. The scope of the variables. Just you can see one program is there in Notepad. Just you can observe here functions. To call the function in body tab, you can type body tag. So in HTML tag, so onload, so attributes to loading that web pages automatically to call check scope function within JavaScript. Just you can observe script type equals to text bar JavaScript. So and variables x equals 1 4 means array variables is there, x equals to 149. So you are assigning the values, and one more variable is there, element equals string variable. You are assigning global variable to elements. So just you can observe function definition, and check scope is a function name. Within the block of the statements, variable, you declare the variable x equals to local variables assigned to the x variable, and document dot write x. Just you can save the file and run the program. Observe, after unload, automatically call the function check scope. Within the check scope, local variables x equals to local variables is there, so you can display the x value. In the x value having x local variables. So function parameters. There is a facility to pass different parameters while calling a function. These passed parameters can be captured inside the function, and any manipulations can be done over those parameters. A function can take multiple parameters separated by commas. So same in C programming, also having function name after that parameters is the same. Also here also you can give the parameters, two or more parameters using separated by commas. Just you can observe script type equals to JavaScript. Just you can see, and function name display function, and also having two parameters, name and mobile number. And also within the function, body of the function, one sentence, one statement is the document dot write. You are printing mobile number, and this one is name and mobile number. Just you can observe. So after the script, you can observe in HTML tag, input type equals to button. Okay, on click, you press the button to calling the display method, and also you are passing the parameters. The column is the first parameter assigned to the name of the, just you can observe, column assigned to the name of the name variable, and number, phone number assigned to the mobile number. And also within the function, it will execute document.write to display the values, okay, column and mobile number. Just you can see next slides I will show practical. So one of the example, function parameter, there already existing one program, open with notepad. Just you can observe script type equals text bar JavaScript, function keyword to define the function, display is a function name, two parameters is the name and mobile number. Within the function, one statement is the document.write name and mobile number, so you can print the values. So then within the forum, in HTML tag forum, so within the forum tag, so input type equals to button, so on click is a event, so you can press the button to calling display function. And you can observe we are already passing the parameters, column is a value assigned to the name, and mobile number assigned to the mobile number. So mobile number 944, that what value assigned to the mobile number, value equals to display. So after save the file with extension image dot html, just run the program. So open with Google Chrome, just you press the button display, you can just observe column is the name parameters, okay, and mobile number. So just you can passing the parameters from, okay, to calling the function. So at the time you can stem passing the parameters. You just you can observe the result. Return statements. In function, within the block of the statement at the last, after executing the statements, you return to the main function. So return to the values depend upon the user requirements, depend upon the functions. You can apply the return keyword. So here also this is optional. So just you can see one example. You can pass two numbers in a function and then you can accept a function, return their multiplication in your calling function. So next slide, I will show practical same example. Here one more example, function return, open with notepad. So already existing file is there. Just you can observe screen the script type, it calls text bar JavaScript. Here function concatenate, here two parameters is there, string1 comma string2. So within the function three statements is there. One local variable is there, string3. String3 equals string1 plus string2. So return string3. So one more function is the display. Here also you can declare the variable, one variable, string variable, variable str. Then assign to the concatenate function to calling that function and with parameters Abdul and Kalam. Document.write str. So here generally within the HTML tags, input type equals to button on click display. So on click display, you can press the button to calling the display function. You can observe display function. Within the display function, what to calling concatenate and also to passing the parameters Abdul Kalam. So that Abdul Kalam assigned to the first variable is string1 and string2. So you can observe string1 plus string2 after concatenate, that value assigned to the string3. Return is string3. Just to save the program and run the program, just you observe, press the display button. So you can observe Abdul Kalam, it will appear displaying Abdul Kalam. So this is one of the examples of return statement used in functions. So one of the important concept, constructors. So in generally in Java programming, you are using a constructor function. It is a special functions. Main advantages of this function: automatically initialization of an objects. In JavaScript, constructor are a special method that create and initialize the properties of newly created objects. Every expressions must be include a call to a constructor whose name is the same as the object being created. So constructors are actually called by new operators, so which immediately proceeds them in the new expressions. Obviously, A constructor must be able to reference to the object on which it is to be operated. JavaScript has predefined a reference variable for this purpose named this. So you can, when the constructor is called, this reference is to the newly created object. This variable is used to construct and initialize the properties of the object. For example, create a constructor object function, and laptop is a function name. Here three parameters, either new model, new make, new price. In these functions, we are assigning the values, new model values, to the this dot properties. This properties means like model, make, and price, having a properties, to assigning the values to the particular this dot properties. And also we are using this is useful for to creating more than one laptops, and also this refers to the instance of an object on when it which it is invoked. So once we have the object is constructor, we can create a new instance of an object like this. Here obj is an object name, equals new is an operator to allocating the memory for that object, and laptop is a constructor, and initial at the time of to calling automatically initializing the values. Here three parameters is there, so model and make and prices. 4455 HP is a make, and 25,000. For example, suppose you wanted a method for a laptop object that listed in the properties values. A function that could serve as such method could be written as follows. Here within the function display laptops, you are displaying the values model. Okay, this dot model, this dot make, this dot price. So the following must be added to the constructor. This dot display equals to display dot underscore laptop. So now we call the laptop display method will produce the following output. Here one practical program see there. Just we can see next slides. I will show the practical programs. Here constructors. So open with notepad. Script function creating a constructor object. It's a laptop. Here three parameters is there. Within this function, new model is a value. So at the time of calling the constructor, you see variable object is equal to new laptop. Here three parameters. So that values assigned to the variable parameters here, new model, new make, and new price. Just you can observe. Then assigned to the new model variable, new make, and new price. Again within this function, that value assigned to the property this dot model, this dot make, this dot price. So after that, here document dot get element by id HTML, you can call using that particular value object dot obj dot model, obj dot make, so object dot price. Just you can see. Then save the file with extension name .html. Then run the program. So model 4455 make HP price 25,000. So references as per the Bangalore University web programming syllabus. So web programming by Srikanth, web programming by Chaitra Ravi, web programming by Murugan, and also you can visit some websites available on the internet. JavaScript tutorial w3schools.com. Thank you very much. End of the 24th session of JavaScript.